Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah waliyihi wa salatu ala nabiyyihi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi al-muta'addibina bi adabih. Amma ba'du fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la taqulu ra'ina wa qulu انظurna wasma'u wa lil kafirina 'adhabun alim. Sadaqallahu al-'azim. Wa qala Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallama لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. صدق الرسول النبي الكريم. Dear brothers and sisters, today this is a short announcement I would like to make regarding a book publication which I released a few years ago, a just analysis of the Sunni Deobandi dispute. Now this work was translated from the Urdu language into English. It's a book written by Mufti Sharif al-Haq Amjadi rahimahullah ta'ala. This book discusses the derogatory statements made by the elders of Deoband regarding Allah Almighty and His Messenger, peace and blessings be upon him. Those statements made by Qasim Nanotwi, for instance, wherein he denied the finality of prophethood of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam by stating that even if another prophet was to be born today, that it would not affect the finality of prophethood of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then furthermore, the statement of Rashid Ahmad Gangohi and Khalil Ahmad Ambetwi, wherein they asserted that there is proof in the Quran and Sunnah that Shaitan and the angel of death has the vast knowledge of the unseen regarding the earth. Now this knowledge, they affirmed it for the Shaitan and the angel of death, but then negated the vastness of knowledge of the unseen of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, asserting that such knowledge for the Prophet ﷺ would be shirk, ma'adallah. And then there is also the statement of Ashraf Ali Thanwi, wherein he compared the knowledge of the unseen of the Prophet ﷺ to madmen, children, animals, and low creatures, na'udhu billah. And there is also a fatwa of Rashid Ahmad Gangohi ascribing lying to Allah Almighty. May Allah protect us from such beliefs. Now the Deobandis, instead of retracting and repenting for these blasphemous statements, instead, they embarked upon a path of defending and justifying such statements, which caused them to be misguided further from the truth. Now, this work is a response especially to a book known as Faislakun Munadhara by an individual called Manzoor Nu'mani, who was a Deobandi, and he wrote defenses, supposed defenses to the blasphemous statements of the Deobandi elders. Manzoor Nu'mani is well known for his defense and praise of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab Najdi. So it also shows the connection of Deobandism to Wahhabism. Now, this work is very unique in that in the English language, there is no such work which answers and refutes the distorted explanations of the Deobandis in defense of the statements of their elders. Allah Almighty has mentioned in the Holy Quran, in the verse which I recited earlier on, O you who believe, do not say ra'ina to the Prophet ﷺ, but say unzurna instead, and listen carefully, and for the disbelievers there is a painful punishment. The meaning of this verse is that we must not use ambiguous language which denotes derogatory meanings in any sense towards the Prophet ﷺ. We must always speak with utmost adab and respect towards him alayhi salatu wassalam. And then furthermore, the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam has stated famously that none of you will truly believe until you love the Prophet ﷺ, until he becomes more beloved to a person than his own father, his own child, his own son, and all people. So in this regard, we must denounce any such statements which are derogatory towards Allah and His Messenger, and we must distance ourselves from those people who defend and justify such statements. We ask Allah Almighty to make this book a means of guidance and a means of reference and research for those people who are sincerely seeking the truth. Now, this work was already released 3 years ago in book form. I already released this work, but now it will be re-released in PDF format so that those people who were unable to obtain hard copies, brothers and sisters around the world, are able to access this work, which is written in simple English, which is accessible to all. And inshallah, this hopefully will be a means of sadaqah jariyah and continuous reward and benefit for the ummah. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينَ.